you doing? It's Cindy Love, aka Dr. Love Metal with Heavy Metal Television, and we are in Tempe, Arizona, and I'm standing here with MiKael Stanne from Dark Tranquility. Thank you so much for taking the time out to talk with us here on Heavy Metal Television. And man, I gotta tell you one thing. First of all, it's a very impressive lineup of sponsors that you have, and it's not really surprising at all with a 25-year span of absolutely brutal metal, and we here at Heavy Metal Television really appreciate that.
Well, we love being here. This is awesome. We're so happy to be here. It's going to be a cool show. Looking forward to it so much.
Well, first question I have to ask you, I gotta know. Now, in the band's 5th year, you did record Metallica's My Friend of Misery for a Metallica tribute album.
Yes.
Now, did you get to meet the guys in the band and hear what they thought about the song?
No, I never have actually. I've met Jason Newsted once at a show in San Francisco. That's as close as I've been to it. But no, it's funny. It was like the local record store later became a label as well and released like the first At the Gates album and stuff like that. And it was where I discovered music, where I went, and I was like, hey, what do you got for me today? It's like, oh, check this out, you know.
Yes.
That's how I kind of got introduced to a lot of music. So when they asked us, like, yeah, we want to do a metal, like a tribute album to Metallica, we were like, hell yeah, of course.
Nice.
And it was fun, you know.
Now, just before you recorded the Metallica song, you did go through not only member change, but member functions as well, and you stepped into the role of lead singer.
Yeah.
Now, what were you expecting? Any kind of anything from the fans that was? How did they feel about that?
It was so early. I mean, it was just right after we recorded our first album that we decided to kind of like, it's not working with Anders. Like, he was into something else, and I felt like I'm not a good enough guitar player, and I wanted to sing, and I was already doing all the vocals and writing it, and all the rehearsals I was like singing everything anyway, and I kind of liked that way more than playing guitar.
Yeah.
So it's just, for me, it was very natural. I was so happy to kind of get rid of that heavy equipment and move on to something lighter.
Nice.
You know? And of course then Fredrik came in, who's a fantastic guitar player, so it really changed the dynamics of the band, and all of a sudden we really felt like we could do anything. You know, you're 23, 24, whatever we were, and we were like, we can do anything. We feel good, like we finally started learning our instruments. You know? Yeah. So it was a really good period for us, and that's when I really felt like, oh, this is the band. This is our sound. This is what we do.
You definitely found your place, and you have an amazing vocal range. As a matter of fact, uniformity comes to my mind when I think of the changes that you can cover in your range in one single song. Now, we've got weightlifters who lift weights all the time to maintain their bodies. What do you do to maintain that amazing vocal range?
A good, crispy, hoppy IPA.
Oh, nice.
That's all you need.
Like it.
No, but I don't know. Like I do warm up, but I do try to take care of it. It's difficult. I've been sick for 2 weeks on this tour already. No, but it's yeah. I guess I just need a good warm up for half an hour, or something like that before during the day before the show, and then I'm usually fine.
Nothing you have to stay away from?
No, not really.
All
well,
right.
I just I'm a drunk. I just drink. I'm a beer lover, so that's what I drink. Like. And I love the occasional whiskey I try, and I do smoke cigars, and I did yesterday, and it still feels good.
Okay, well now the band's 4th album is Projector, so that was actually nominated for a Swedish Grammy Award, and now there's more changes in style and members and things like that. What kind of impact did that have? Now, getting nominated for that Grammy, this had to have...
It was pretty cool, but I guess like that album was crucial for us. Like it marked kind of like a big change in many ways for us. Like we realized that we need to get away from this kind of standardized version of what Gothenburg death metal is. Yeah. Because all of a sudden everybody started talking about it, and that meant, hey, now it's no fun anymore. You know, like that's how we work. It's like if something becomes popular and people think like, yeah, all your bands from Gothenburg sound the same. We go like, that's not the point of our band. We want to be original, even though we love our buddies, and our friends, the other bands. Like if someone's saying that we're just like other bands, then we have failed. So we have to
Right.
move away from our sound and do something else. To kind of maintain our originality, which was the idea of the band in the first place.
You guys have managed to keep it fresh and keep everybody just on the edge of their seats, waiting for the very next thing that's coming out from Dark Tranquility. I have to give the hats off to you for that.
I'm super happy for the fans that we have, with us at every turn.
Well, you've got 4 of your original members in the band still, and after 25 years, that is amazing. It's so hard to do. Is there some kind of secret that you guys can give to the struggling bands out there on the verge?
I don't know, we did grow up together. We lived on the same street. Me and Martin and Niklas went to school together, kindergarten even. So, and then we discovered music together. We discovered metal together. We all shared our albums, So when I bought an LP, I copied it 2-3 times to the other guys. So we all kind of listened to the same music growing up. And of course, when we started the band, that immediately became everything. Everything else faded away. It was just rehearsals, writing, being a band, recording demos, getting out there, tape trading, getting to know people around the scene, and at that point it was still kind of like a secret society kind of thing. In Sweden at least, and it just became such a huge part of our DNA, So we don't really know how to do anything else,
I can definitely understand that.
And the normal world is scary to us, It's like, this is it. This is what we do. But of course, our lives have totally changed, since then, and everybody has a family, we're married, all that stuff, and it's totally different. But the band is still such a huge part of our identities, That's who I am. I'm that guy in the band,
So, and speaking of secrets, and you have your families on the side, but then the band is itself a family as well.
Yeah.
So open the attic door for me, if you will, and tell me a story. Have you guys ever gotten brutal with each other and just had it out?
No, we don't work like that. We're Scandinavians. We don't say anything. We leave elephants out in the room for years. We don't address problems. We don't get angry. Of course.
That's the way to do it. You hearing this?
No, of course. There are, of course, tons of issues that have arose over the years. But normally we know each other so well. We don't even have to speak about things. We just know. If I've done something stupid, I definitely know, and I punish myself enough. Nobody needs to say anything. And the arguments we have over music is just a creative process.
Nice.
So that's fine. So most things gets it's fine. It's so simple. If I have an idea or a thought about what we should do, I already know exactly what the answer will be from the other guys, so I can formulate my suggestion accordingly, and I know exactly what's going to happen.
It's like a well-oiled machine now.
Yeah, I guess so.
So I guess one of the last things I want to ask you is, with Dark Tranquility and what they've done and how far they've come and things that you've accomplished, what could possibly be left on DT's bucket list?
Ooh. Do you have to have a bucket list, though? I don't know.
Never stop reaching, right?
No. But yeah, of course, that perfect album is still on the horizon. That will be our next one, hopefully. There are still countries we haven't played in. Not a lot, but some.
Yeah.
And I'm really proud of the fact that we've had this kind of constant growth. In some areas there's always a little bit better, bigger crowds, bigger, it's constantly growing. It's never been a decline. It's never been oh man, this was awesome 2 years ago, but now it sucks.
Yeah.
We never really had that. We never experienced that. So it's a kind of a comfortable rise, that I appreciate. This tour has been fantastic. The turnouts have been great, and we've had some of our best shows ever, and so it's super nice.
I'm glad you brought that part up. So, and now you haven't played here yet tonight, so you can't say Tempe, but which has been your most memorable show on this tour to date so far?
I think San Francisco.
Okay.
3 nights ago, it was just incredible. People were going nuts. And yesterday we played House of Blues on the Sunset Strip in LA, Hollywood. And it was was beautiful. So I was really, really happy. And I'm still kind of drunk from last night. But no, it was super cool. So that was one of them. And also New York City was incredible as well. So.
Fantastic. MiKael Stanne, thank you so much for giving us the time and talking with us before you hit the stage and metal us to death. He's going to destroy the show, destroy the stage, and if you see him,
metal
you're not going to be the same.
I like that.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right. You keep it right here on Heavy Metal Television because you are going to be seeing a lot of Dark Tranquility. You just never know when, so you got to keep it here 24/7, 365 because we're giving it to you forever free right here on Heavy Metal Television. Cindy Love, once again, a.k.a. Dr. Love Metal. You're going to find me right here, and maybe I'll play you some Dark Tranquility. You just never know. Keep it right here. Brutal.
Hey-oh.